would be a rather complicated deceit to carry off, Fist. You feel they are incapable? Oh, no, sir. Not at all. Coltane waited, but the historian had nothing further to say on the matter, and after a moment the Fist sighed. You would ride with the foolish dog? Yes, Fist. However, I ask that Corporal List remain here, with the main column. But, sir, not another word from you, Corporal, Diker said. Fist, he is anything but healed. Coltane nodded. Bolt's horse surged between the Fist and the historian. The veteran's lance darted from his hand, speeding in a blur into the high grasses lining the trail. The yapping lapdog shrieked in alarm and raced off, bounding like a ragged ball of mud and straw. Good curse! Bolt snarled. Again! It's little wonder it won't quieten, Coltane commented, with you trying to kill it daily. You've been shouted down by a lapdog, Uncle? Diker asked, brows rising. Careful, old man, the scarred Wiccan growled. Time for you to ride, Coltane told Diker, his eyes lighting on a new arrival. The historian turned to see Nether. She was pale, looking drawn into herself. Raw pain still showed in her dark eyes, but she sat straight in her saddle. Her hands were black, including the flesh under her fingernails, as if dipped in pitch. Sorrow flooded the historian, and he had to look away. The butterflies rose from the track in a swirling cloud as they reached the forest edge. Horses reared, a few stumbling when struck from behind by those that followed, and what had been a scene of unearthly beauty a moment before now threatened chaos and injury. Then, with the mount skidding and staggering, jostling, heads tossing, a score of cattle dogs bolted forward, taking the lead. They plunged into the swarms ahead, the insects rising, parting over the road. Diker, spitting out ragged wings that tasted of chalk, caught a momentary glimpse of one of the dogs that made him blink and shake his head in disbelief. No, I didn't see what I thought I saw. Absurd! The animal was the one known as Bent, and it seemed to be carrying a four-limbed snag of fur in its mouth. Order was restored, the dogs managing to clear the path, and the canter resumed. Before long, Diker found himself settling into the steady cadence. There was nothing of the usual shouting, jests, or Wiccan riding songs to accompany the thunder of hooves, and the eerie whisper of hundreds of thousands of butterfly wings caressing the air above them. The journey assumed a surreal quality, sliding into a rhythm that seemed timeless, as if beneath and above the noise they rode a river of silence. To either side, the bracken and dead trees gave way to stands of young cedars, too few on this side of the river to be called a forest. Of mature trees, only stumps remained. The stands became a backdrop against which pale yellow swirled in endless motion, the fluttering filling Diker's peripheral vision until his head ached. They rode at the pace of the cattle dogs, and those animals proved tireless, far fitter than the horses and riders that followed in their wake. Each hour was marked by a rest spell, the mounts slowed to a walk. The last reserves of water offered in wax-sealed hide bags. The dogs waited impatiently. The traded track provided the clan's best chance of reaching the crossing first. Corbolodon's cavalry would be riding through the thin cedar stands, though what might slow them more than anything else was the butterflies. When they had travelled slightly over 4 leagues, a new sound reached them from the west, a strange susurration that Diker barely registered at